What if I told you that instead of doing this, this, and this?
Hello, Flow Sports. This is Ray, the director, speaking. We are giving us a good try to see how our audio is going. How's it sounding? Just send me a message when you're ready. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. I see you're typing. All right. We are about 12 minutes away from game time, and things are looking exciting here. Play-by-play should be here real soon. He's probably just mingling with some of the league folks at this point. Sounds great. Awesome. All right. I'll have him jump on headset and give you another test when he gets here. All right. Sounds good.
Hey, hockey fans. Good afternoon. Welcome to beautiful Braemar Arena. Beauty League. And the Beauty League Semifinals. Tonight we'll play 2 semifinal games. We'll have a special game in between Minnesota Special Hockey Showcase. That'll happen in between our 6 and 7 p.m. game. Then Wednesday, it's Beauty Fest, which will be between 4:30 and 7:30 p.m. That'll take place on the outdoor rink. That'll benefit the Shine Light Foundation. We'll have a women's showcase at 5:30, and then the John Scott Cup Finals, which you've been waiting for all summer. Puck drops at 7 p.m. Excuse me. Reminder, the Beauty League website to bid on game-worn signed jerseys in our charity auction. Many more jerseys will be added to at the conclusion of the season. We're also, as usual, giving away an element.
Good evening. Test. How's our audio? Checking in with the control room. Whoa, that was probably a little bit high. I don't know. Checking in with the control room. How are things in? Ray, did we ever figure out if it's Toronto or New England? Do we ever figure out, are they listening to us in Toronto or New England? Audio check. Let's do it. All right. We're good.
Followed by our national anthem, and then we'll begin semifinal play of night number 10 of the Beauty League. Walser employs 1,900 people across 28 care dealerships, and their corporate operations have a trusted part for the Twin City community for 70 years. They're taking on our friends from Element. Element Electronics started with a simple belief that every home game or home should have an access to television with the latest technology. Element is the only major television company to send products in the U.S. The company's Winterboro, South Carolina factory assembles millions of TVs each year. Element proudly offers high technology products at most accessible prices. Element and Walter coming up next. Here they come, Element. Coming out last, little psychological work for Walzer. Let's start with a bit of a minor. Let's welcome T. Walzer. Sleepers.
What year did you guys graduate?
We were 86, Jim and I. And Ben's 87.
Oh, you
Ben
got
Hankinson.
into Richfield.
Well, yeah, I didn't make the team. I wasn't good enough to make it, but yeah, that was our class. So Adam Abrams and Ben are 87,
Oh,
and
good.
Jim and I are 86.
I think I got a video of that game.
Oh yeah.
I was the North Stars video guy when they left.
So I announced the game for the coaches up at the top. It was press box of Met Center.
I worked for Asia. I was up there all the time.
Okay.
For ASAP, Kurt came in and got a table.
Yep. Good evening, everybody, and welcome Braemar Arena. It's going to be 100 degrees tomorrow here in Minnesota, but the heat is on the ice tonight. Semifinal action. John Scott Cup playoffs leading down to the Super Bowl of summer hockey on Wednesday. And, man, there is just a buzz in the building. It's like the grand opening of the Lego store. They are lined up for blocks outside. I had to walk past them all. I don't need a ticket. I get to just walk right in. But I walked past a lot of looky-loos. They're in line to buy their ticket, and man, it's going to be a good crowd here tonight. This is semifinal action, number 1 overall seed. They lost their first 2. Then they rattled off 7 in a row. For Element, the roster tonight: John Brodzinski, Bryce Brodzinski, Erik Haula, Riley Tufte, Ben Myers. On defense, Dennis Chalosky, Jake Middleton, Derek Forbert, and Benton Mass. In goal, Ethan Hayter. Element wears dark blue. And now for Walser, the biggest comeback in Minnesota sports history all time. You had to see it to believe it. It was even more improbable than all of the Vikings wins last year. For Walser, Nick Dowd, Casey Dornbach, Alex Steves, Curtis McKenzie, Ryan Paling, Justin Holl, Mike Kester, Jimmy Schultz, Alex Goligoski, and in goal, Alex Stalock. The interesting addition to the roster tonight is Nick Dowd, making his DBL debut for the season. He's getting ready for training camp, listed with Washington Capitals. We've got everybody in the house tonight. Tom Haula. We've seen John Miller. I've heard Justin Hall's 93-year-old grandfather came tonight. Yeah, we got it all going on. So my name's John Conley here for Flo. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've got 2 great hockey games for you tonight. Then I heard there might be a little display as well from some special hockey players. That was a lot of fun last year. Guessing that's going to fall in between the games, and we will certainly stick around for that. Looks like Ben Hankinson down wearing the referee's stripes, and our dog is on the bench. So let me tell you about Darla. If we can get a camera on Darla. This is the Element bench. So Derek Forbert, when he played for Los Angeles, he went to the Pound and he said, I want the oldest, laziest dog you can find. And our crack camera crew is zoomed in on him right now. This is Darla, Derek Forbert's request at the Pound, the oldest, laziest dog you could find. So this is Darla, the Basset Hound, into house, here to watch her doggy dad, Derek Forbert, play tonight for Element. We'll have the Star Spangled Banner, then we'll get on with the start of the game. Wow, we usually start out the evening with the Edina Concert Choir. We were fortunate enough to have a visitor this year up from Austin, Texas, played 2 nights on trumpet, and tonight, different recording. A legendary NHL singer doing the national anthem. So let's get focused on the game. I've been so distracted with all the excitement in the building. We've got a huge crowd tonight, a lot of dignitaries in the building, and a lot of people looking forward. Can't stop talking about Wednesday night when we've got the championship action. We've also got a game involving some ladies. A special guest analyst in the booth with me for that one. Puck is dropped and we are off. Walzer controls out of the gate. That's a spin move from Jimmy Schultz. And he turns into the forechecker, but eventually they push it up to Dowdy. Plays it off over to Goligoski. Working up the left-hand side. Back to Goligoski. Gets a stick on it. A huge save made. Ethan Hayter on the counterattack. This is Riley Tufte. Cuts into his forehand. Hits Brodzinski. That's Johnny Hockey. Spins behind the goal. Looking on his backhand. Rolls it out. Over to Forbert. A lot of size. Tufte and Forbert out together. Bringing it up ice. This is Paling. Ryan Paling puts on the brakes. Tries to force a pass through. That goes high. So it's fun to see how these teams are created. Tufte playing on a team with the Brodzinski brothers. They're all from Blaine. Erik Haula. A little bit of steam as he comes through, and he slides that one through. The first goal of the game. Haula! 1-0. That goal comes 1 minute in. So Erik Haula, 7 goals, 6 assists, 13 points during Beauty League action, but he didn't play a full schedule. Some pretty big numbers. A nice pass there from Kester, and it's tipped over to McKenzie, trying to get the puck onto his stick blade. McKenzie, top of the circle, fires this one into a leg pad, bounces away, and now it's picked up by Jake Middleton. On the left-hand side, Myers gets to the neutral zone. Little pass to Haula. Pulls up to Kester, turns, works along the blue line. Now this is Middleton. Middleton with a backhand shot. Nice save made by Alex Stalock. Haula with the goal. Chalowski on the assist. 19-7, how that goes in the books. Haula from Chalowski, and can't say enough about the work done by Chalowski this year. 9 goals, 17 assists, 26 points. One of the league's leading scorers as a defenseman. Just a couple points behind Johnny Brodzinski, 15 and 15. Haula, gets it away from Kester. Haula to his backhand. Shovel shot up over the bar. Had to go up over that glove catcher for Stalock. And in doing so, it's up and out of play. We've got a stoppage. Face-off comes to the right of Stalock. 2 23-minute halves. We're going to run the clock unless the game is close in the last few minutes. Tufte, Bryce Brodzinski, Forbert, Chalowski. Those are your 4 for Element. Alex Steves out. No Ben Steves tonight, but Alex Steves is out with Dornbach for Walzer. A couple of the players that were catalysts in that huge comeback last Wednesday. This one bounces away, played over onto the stick of Dornbach. Tufte, he circles. Tufte in the slot. This one's poked away. And up ice, this is Dornbach trying to steal it away from Tufte. Sends the pass through. Backhand shot. No finish, however. A huge save. Ethan Hayter. Alex Steves denied. Out to the neutral zone. This is Bryce Brodzinski. Pushes this one around the defender. Loses possession, however. Schultz, he's given a stretch pass all the way up ice. Nick Dowd trying to get it to Alex Steves. Posted in. Alex Steves from Nick Dowd. And we are tied. Alex Steves. Beautiful finish. Backhand pass. Picked up in the neutral zone. Over to Goligoski. He's got Dowd heading toward the goal. Pass comes in a little bit behind him. Tufte trying to find a way outside the zone. Nice breakout for Element, but they lose possession in the neutral zone. Alex Steves fakes the shot, buys some time, finds the open man, Alex Goligoski. Goligoski sends it through the mid-hater, and it gets tipped up and out of play. Another stoppage. This one comes 4.5 minutes into the game. A lot of action so far. That's one thing I do recall, same pattern last year. As we got deeper into the season, these games got closer and closer, tighter and tighter, and the compete level is really what steps up. Justin Holl, I've heard his 93-year-old grandfather's in the house tonight. Nice save made. This one's kicked aside. Jake Middleton. Stretch pass knocked down. Kester winds up on the stick of Johnny Brodzinski. Brodzinski sends it down behind the goal line. Played out top. Cutting over to his forehand. Oh, there's a nice play down low for Middleton. And retreating back to the neutral zone. And into his own end is Johnny Brodzinski. He's got Mass as a safe play. And he goes up ice onto the stick of Erik Haula. Haula finds Johnny Brodzinski. It's deflected away by McKenzie. And on the counterattack, here comes Walzer Ryan Paling. Back to McKenzie. Shoots quickly. Middleton gets a stick in there. It's deflected. Up and out of play. 6 minutes into this game. Still 1-1. Oh my gosh. Lots of fun here from Braemar Arena. It's like the NCAA basketball. You're sad to see it end. Here we are. The penultimate night. It's going to be a lot of fun, but it just means we're one night closer to this all being done. These players parting ways, going on to play for their respective teams. Stalock grabs it on that shot from Ben Myers. And now that's played over to Dornbach into the neutral zone. He hits Steves. Myers hounding Steves. Alex Steves has it poked away, and it's Mike Kester sweeping in. Works behind the goal. Makes a nice pass. This is Dornbach. He's got a quick first step, uses it to create some separation, runs into a little trouble at the blue line, turns the puck over. Now it's Bryce Brodzinski the other way. He's got Forbert trailing, takes the backhand shot. Save made by Stalock. Forbert with the rebound, another save made, and now it's onto the stick. Up ice, Goligoski gets that one through. Alex Goligoski putting Walzer on top 2-1. Goaltender Hader got a piece of it, but a dribbled past and across the line. Alex Goligoski from the Minnesota Wild. Putting Walzer on top. So Goligoski is in light blue, powder blue. Jake Middleton in dark blue. Both with the Minnesota Wild main club. Stalock gets an assist on the goal. There's a shot and a save. Stalock denies Tufte. Out to the neutral zone. The puck gets deflected and picked up by Alex Steves. Dowd. Oh, nice little hesitation move there. Curls to his backhand and drags it through. Works Gretzky's office. Tries to find Schultz on the centering pass. Puck turns over and it's Cholowski the other way. Right hand side. Zone entry. Brodzinski over to Tufte. Tufte back to Brodzinski. This is Johnny into the slot. Benton Mass with a beautiful shot. Nice deflection. Save made. Stalock. Dowd loses the puck. You can't say enough about the presence of mind Stalock made there. He made the save, and then he shoveled it out with his hand, trying to trigger the breakout the other way. 14.5 minutes to go. Tufte back to Brodzinski. This is poked away, and it's Justin Holl the other way. Kester and Holl trying to create some separation. This pass does not get through the first time. Second one does, but it comes in a little bit behind. Hits Holl on the skate, not the stick. And now on counterattack, it's Element the other way. Haula sends it in the direction of Middleton. He runs it down into the corner. Middleton working against Kester. Out top Brodzinski. There's a nice pass over to Tufte in that one. Sure, Haula, and that one shot wide. Nice steal from Nick Dowd. They get to the blue line, not out. Erik Haula holds the zone. Stalock plays it with his foot over to Kester. Now Jimmy Dowd out of the corner, calling for it up ice, trying to find a way to get it through to Paling, unable. Passing lane never open. Instead, he carries it into the zone. And now Paling establishes a net front presence. Paling out of the corner now. Over to Dowd. Backhand. Fakes the shot. Oh, sends it through the skates. Coming in, Kester denied. Huge save. Rebound opportunity. Eventually played over to Paling. Into the slot. Kester backhand. That's wide. Dowd plays it back to Holl. Top of the circle. Protecting the puck against Myers. He hits Kester. Pass down low on the back door. Jimmy Dowd, a right-handed shot. Pass came in for a lefty. No connection. And now it is Element the other way. This is an Element team that lost their first 2 games of the year. They've won 7 straight. They find themselves in a 1-goal hole. It's 2-1 Walser. Dowd plays it over left-hand side. That shot gets deflected high into the air and settles back down. Schultz denied. Chance now for Element. Bringing it up by Chalosky. Plays it over left-hand side. Forbert. Forbert's here with Darla watching. Forbert has it roll off of his stick. Oh, here's Darla. Darla's making the rounds. You got Ben Hankinson walking Darla around the perimeter of the rink. That's just awesome.
Remember John Castino? Oh, no way.
We'll fill it tonight. Ben Hankinson making the way, talking about some of the celebrities in the house. Former Twins third baseman. Zone entry here for Goligoski. Oh, a little saucer pass, trying to get that one through. Put your name down 4 times. There's a scoring chance down low. Big save made by Ethan Hayter. Breakout opportunity. This is Bryce Brodzinski. Gets the top of the, little fake move there. Keeps the puck. Centering pass onto the stick. Tufty tries to jam it home. Nothing doing. Here comes Dornbach the other way. Left-hand side. Out to the neutral zone. Alex Steves gains the blue line. Top of the circle. He takes a shot.
$10 then, right? I owe you 10? Yeah. If you don't have it, just give it to me later.
Puck's bouncing around. And played over to Paling. Back to Kester. That shot gets deflected. Bryce Brodzinski. Into this. Oh, there's a deflection. I thought Paling might be tipping it toward the goal. Instead, he deflected it over to Justin Holl. Out to Kester. Down low through the stick of Paling. This one goes into the corner. Out to Tufty. That's deflected up ice. Middleton. They ring the boards. Paling. Right-hand side. Over to Kester. Fakes the shot. Bryce Brodzinski, Elements headed the other way. Left-hand side, Forbert. It's a dump and chase. Stalock with the steal. He triggers a breakout the other way. Oh, they can't clear the zone. Forbert plays it down low. Tufty and selling the farm. Making the save, sprawled out. Stalock, he's lost his stick, however. It's a mad scramble. Kester hands it to him. What a play by Alex Stalock. 10 minutes to go. We're over halfway through the first half, into the second quarter, if you will. This time, Stalock says, I'm going to make the pounce. I'm going to get the cover. We're going to pause things for a little bit and try to get things to slow down. Got a little hectic there. Shot save. Play continues. And poked out. Retreating back into their own end is Element. Ethan Hayter headed to the University of Connecticut. Last year in this league, he was listed out of Clarkson, so must be a transfer in there. A lot of trouble sometimes finding a spot. Only one goaltender plays for a lot of the colleges. This is Dowd up ice, makes the short pass. It's deflected from Schultz to Steves, and everybody's offside with that little blue line move. We've got a stoppage, 9 minutes to go in this opening half in a very low-scoring but fast-paced, entertaining hockey game. Haula wins the draw. Played back to Chalosky. Brodzinski over to Haula. Chalosky puts on the brakes and makes a little spin move. Buys some time, makes the pass over to Johnny Hockey. This one gets knocked down. Stretch pass. Oh, Haula with the steal. They were trying to send the trigger man Dowd up ice. And Haula down to Johnny Brodzinski. Johnny Hockey tipping it up in the top corner. And Element has tied the game. 8 minutes to go. Opening half. Check this one out on replay. What a nice little flick of the wrist. And Johnny Hockey has tied the game. Draw one back to Alex Goligoski. Right-hand side, up ice. Schultz gains the zone. Gets to the dot, makes the pass. This one's knocked down onto the stick of Dowd. Out to Goligoski. What a steal by Ben Myers. He's up and into the attacking zone. He's got Bryce. Bryce with the empty net goal. And Element, bing bang, takes a 3-2 lead. Johnny Brodzinski with the first one. Younger brother Bryce hammers that one home. Makes it 3-2. 2 goals by the Brodzinskis, and Element back on top.
Scoring Element's third goal, number 18 from the Gophers, Bryce Brodzinski. Assist to the Avalanche's number 59, Ben Myers, 18 from 59.
Myers with an assist on the Brodzinski goal. The second by Bryce Brodzinski. This is Justin Holl. He works his way up ice, gains the red line, gains the blue line. Holl sends a little pass down low. It looked like maybe a shot looking for a rebound. Dowd, give and go. Pass never comes back. Gets stolen by Bryce Brodzinski. Off the wall, he plays it to Myers. Middleton gets this one settled. And they say onsides. He stopped playing, thought they were off. And it's broken up left-hand side. Dowd. Holl was a trailer option. Dowd took the shot instead. Holl sends this one down low. Hits the knee pad of Alex Steves. Picked up by Dowd. Walser. Holl. Walser finds themselves down 2-3. 6 minutes to go in this opening half. Played up to Ben Myers. He gains the zone. And the puck's poked over to the sidewall. Derek Forbert with the steal. Bryce Brodzinski goes for the finish. It's into the slot area, but not across the line. Play continues. And up ice, here comes Dornbach. He's got Justin Holl. Dornbach over to Holl. What a nice save made by Ethan Hayter. And up comes Tufte the other way. Tufte. Oh, what a shot. Dennis Chalosky. Tufte went for the stuff. I don't think he was passing. I just think he couldn't quite get the puck wrapped around. Chalosky steps in, fires that one into the cage, and that puts him up 4-2. Dennis Chalosky with an assist to Riley Tufte. And Element has scored 3 straight. They've opened up a 2-goal lead.
Dennis Chalosky. Assist to number 17 or 27, Riley Tufte. 7 from 27.
Dornbach down low to Kester. Looking for the answer. Walser couldn't quite connect, couldn't quite finish. And now on the counterattack, this is Haula down low. Tufte just wide. Spin and shoot. Nope. Spin and pass. And it's stolen. Walser the other way. Played up ice. Kester gains the zone, trying to find the open men. It's Schultz the trailer. Pass does not get through. Good job defensively from Derek Forbert. Zone entry, swinging wide. Paling. Haula. Played up right-hand side. Up ice, Paling. Ryan Paling. He's got Dornbach. Makes the shot instead. Used Dornbach as a decoy. Hayter not fooled. This one's deflected in on goal from outside the zone by Johnny Brodzinski. Waiting for him to tag up is Benton Mass. Erik Haula, little hesitation move, works against Dornbach, swings wide. He takes a shot. Nice save by Alex Stalock. 3.5 minutes to go in this opening half. Haula fans on the pass. Second one does not get through. Stolen by Goligoski and played up into the neutral zone. Alex Steves, what a creative move. And he played it over to Goligoski, who ran into him. That's 2 men down, little 2-car pileup. Bryce Brodzinski over to Johnny. Johnny B shoots wide. Alex Goligoski, short pass Dornbach. Dornbach with the backhand, save made by Hayter. Play continues. Benton Mass bringing it out of his zone. Pass rolls through the stick of Ben Myers, and now it is Stalock. He wraps the boards over to Alex Steves. Alex Steves, shot, save. Jimmy Dowd denied. Ethan Hayter swallowing that one up right into the chest, right into the stomach. They call it a chest protector, but it should go deeper than that. Draw one back. Shot from Kester. Save Hayter. On the bounce, they hit Myers. They say he's onside. Good play defensively from Justin Holl. Into the slot. Kester and Brodzinski, 2 Gopher players, different teams today. Bryce Brodzinski gets the shot over. Myers takes a quick wrister. Stalock with the save. And now it's Jimmy Dowd. Saving a cover. 1 minute 49 seconds to go in the half. 4-2 the score. Dowd gets the goalie moving and up under the bar. Jimmy Dowd cuts the margin in half. It's now 4-3. Walser trails by only 1. Oh, sorry. Demote me to the minors. Nick Dowd. Nick Dowd. You know, it's his first Beauty League game of the year.
Scoring for Walser to make it 4-3. From the Capitals, number 6, Nick Dowd.
New to me, Nick Dowd.
Assist to the Gophers, number 11, Mike
Goligoski.
from 11, and it's 4-3 Element.
Up the right-hand side. Haula can't keep it on his stick. It's picked up by Schultz. Neutral zone. Chalosky, everybody's onside. Schultz gets there first. Walser. Left-hand side. Zone entry. McKenzie pushes this one forward. Chalosky. Over to Alex Steves. What a missile. Oh, my. Triple 20. What a dart. Alex Steves sends it in. We're tied. 20 seconds to go in the half and counting. Forbert trying to run the clock out and get to halftime. 5 seconds to go. Chalosky, and that's where we're going to take a little break. 2-minute break. 2-minute break, and then we'll have the second half. 4-4 is your score. John Conley here for Flo. We'll be right back. Yeah, as we get ready for the second half, a prediction, a statement I had made through the season has come to light, come to pass. I kept saying all you need to do is make the playoffs. 4 teams make the playoffs. They get rid of 2, separating the wheat from the chaff. But once you've made the playoffs, it's a whole new ball game. Element, top of the table. They lost their first 2, won 7 straight. They're the number 1 team in the standings. They got to pick their opponent. They took a Walser team that qualified on the last night of play by the hair of their chinny chin chin, the biggest comeback in Minnesota sports history. But here they are, tied 4-4 at half. Just making the playoffs gives you a chance. Chipping a chair in poker speak. 23 goes back up on the board. Second half action. Puck is bouncing over in front of goaltender Ethan Hayter. And it gets played out to the blue line for Jimmy Schultz. Schultz goes for the finish with his backhand. That one's deflected wide by Hayter. Good scoring chance here from Holl right in the slot area. Justin Holl has gotten, here's Ryan Paling. Paling tried to get the pass back to Holl. It got deflected. And now it's Erik Haula the other way. He's got Tufte trying to send it through the skates of the defender. Couldn't get it through to Tufte. Paling up left-hand side. And the pass, a little too far for anyone. I think he was trying to maybe send it up ice and see if it could die in the corner, but it bounced over to goaltender Alex Stalock. Dornbach with a shot. That hit Forbert, gets knocked down, and now on the counterattack, here comes Benton Mass. He plays Johnny Brodzinski. Bryce overlaps him. Pass never comes. Johnny still carrying the puck, and he shovels it up ahead for Forbert. Spins back behind the goal. Plays it to Chalosky. He's got to retreat into the neutral zone, trying to settle this puck down. Got Nick Dowd hounding him. Nick Dowd battling in the corner. Dowd comes out with it momentarily, but it winds up back for Element. Bryce takes it from Johnny. The Brodzinskis playing together. I have a feeling we're going to see the Cates brothers playing together a little bit later in the nightcap. Alex Goligoski gains the red, gains the blue. He's got Dornbach. Takes the shot instead. That one up over the crossbar into the back glass. Kester. Nick Dowd. And that one's knocked down in the slot area. Nice play from Dennis Chalosky. There's a shot from Nick Dowd. Save and a cover. Ethan Hayter. Play continues. Snap pass goes through the slot area. Picked up on the bounce. Kester the other way. Dornbach working against Mass. Element with the turnover. Now they play it to Bryce Brodzinski. Ben Myers, he's calling for it as he goes toward the goal. Kester the other way. He knows Ben Myers is hounding him. He's trying to get some separation, try to get enough room to make a pass. He does. He finds Casey Dornbach. Dornbach flips it. Schultz, he's looking for Holl. That one gets deflected down deep. 20 minutes to go in this second half. Ben Myers through the neutral zone, plays it up ahead. Riley Tufte. Tufte for Myers. He runs it down in the corner. Steves can't get outside the zone. Second time's a charm. It's Justin Holl. 2-on-2 with 2 trailers. 4-on-2. Schultz. And back to Steves. He shoots off the pass. This one finds its way out to the neutral zone. Justin Holl circles. Plays it to Alex Steves. Deflected up ahead. Onto the stick of Curtis McKenzie. Steves once again. They lose the zone, however. He's got to take things out to neutral. Schultz. Steves on the bounce. Zone entry. Kind of painted himself into a corner there, and that's enough for Riley Tufte to get the steal. A little back and forth with Myers. He went back to Tufte. The next pass, however, got deflected, broke up the play. Forbert over to Middleton. Back to Derek Forbert. His shot. Saved by Stalock, who deflected it to Holl. 2 passes later, it's back on the stick of Justin Holl. Forbert. And up ice, here comes Element. Still 4-4, no goals, second half. Into the slot area, there's a shot for Derek Forbert. And with 4.5 minutes down in the second half, you can just feel the tension in the building. Great crowd, great action on the ice, but play's gotten a little bit tighter as the defensive intensity picks up, a little bit less room for everybody to operate. Kester. Brodzinski. Haula. Haula back to Johnny Brodzinski. Top of the circle. Fans on the shot. Nice play from Kester. He pushes it rink wide. Alex Goligoski up to Nick Dowd. Who makes the pass? Goligoski, now Kester. Into the slot area. Nick Dowd doesn't take the shot. Plays it back. Goligoski. Dowd hits Kester. Forbert gets a stick, deflects the pass. Chalosky snaps it off the wall, right-hand side. Johnny Brodzinski. Shot from Forbert wraps outside the zone. It's a foot race. Chalosky's got position on Dowd. Uses that to his advantage and comes out of the corner with the puck. Played up left-hand side, Haula. Brodzinski. Oh, Haula tries to split the defenders. He does and goes for the finish. What a huge little poke check from Alex Stalock at just the last moment. And Stalock continues to be a very entertaining goaltender here in DBL action. He's very aggressive. Haula tries to go 5-hole. Another save made by Stalock. Low scoring affair by DBL standards. Now it's Bryce Brodzinski. Can't get the pass onto the stick of Jake Middleton, who runs it down in the corner. Jake Middleton. Pushed over to Riley Tufte. Down low. Nice pass for Bryce Brodzinski. Tried to then make a little feed into the slot area. Tufte. Middleton. Up to Brodzinski. Bryce. Oh, click and drag with the fire. Nice save made by Alex Stalock. Got Darla walking behind me. It's the Basset Hound of Derek Forbert, in case you missed the first half of the game. He went to the... Oh, there's a nice scoring chance down low, but Paling can't get the finish. He went to the pound and said, I want the oldest, laziest dog you have, and they gave him Darla the Basset Hound. She's here tonight. Bryce Brodzinski can't get through. Chalosky. Oh, his shot hits the back glass. Save and a cover. Alex Stalock. And a rare face-off. Not a lot of whistles in DBL action, but we've got one now. Tufte. Kester. And eventually Walzer gets possession. They do gain the neutral zone. Kester plays Dornbach over to McKenzie. McKenzie tries to get the shot through, but it deflects off of something before it gets to Hader. Up and out of play. We are now 8.5 minutes into this second half. No goals scored. The score remains 4-4. Dornbach, Goligoski. I saw the wild gloves and wild pants. Casey Dornbach, one of the players signed this summer to the Minnesota Wild organization. Also Vinny Lettieri, who you'll see in the nightcap tonight. Goligoski over to Kester. Gets deflected. Chalosky out to the neutral zone. Gains the attacking third, top of the circle, sends the pass across. It gets deflected, and now it's Dornbach leading a 2-on-1 the other way. McKenzie, what a beautiful catch off the skate blade. McKenzie out to Kester. He's got a good look, and tickling twine. Mike Kester from McKenzie, and now Walzer has the lead. That's 3 straight goals for them, if I'm counting correctly, maybe 4, as they were trailing, what was it, 4-2, 4-1, something like that. So the Walzers back on top. Mike Kester.
Walzer goal scored by number 11 for the Gophers, Mike Kester. Assist to number 27.
McKenzie with the assist.
And number 7, Casey Dornbach.
And Casey Dornbach, second assist. What the basketball players call the hockey assist, that second assist. Mass tries to bat in the pitch. Came in a little bit wobbly, couldn't get a stick on it. And Johnny B. Myers just wants it more than anyone right now, and he makes the pass. Oh, what a save! What a save by Stalock. Myers with the rip. After he made the steal, he slid it across the slot area, slid it across the crease, and John B. there to hammer it home. Got a lot of wood on it, and right as it got to that plane, there's a huge save made by Alex Stalock. 5-4, Walzer on top. This is Brodzinski. He runs into Steves. Puck turns over, and now it's kind of a broken 2-on-0. 2 defenders coming in. He had Dornbach with him, but figured he was marked a little closer as those players were recovering into the play. I'll take the shot. It gets deflected up and out of play. 11 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Coming up on the midpoint of the second half, the final quarter, if you will. Alex Steves. Got Haula taking the draw against him, and he was trying to get the draw and get up ice. We've hit the midpoint. We're now in the final quarter, if you will. The fourth quarter has begun. Only 1 goal in the first half of the second half. Haula's shot comes over, and they're allowing the goal. That is Derek Forbert. He was skating into the slot area. The rebound came off that shot, hit him in the skate boot. No kicking motion. It's a good goal. There's really nothing to review, nothing to talk about. The referee was right there, stripes on the spot, and he's signaling a goal. He said that's not a kick-in, that's just a deflection. It's Forbert, assisted by Haula, Forbert from Haula, and we're once again tied 5-5 the score. 10 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Tension so high you could cut it with a knife. This is Nick Dowd. Good little stick handling display as he enters the zone, pushes the pass wide, but it got deflected, and now with the turnover, Brodzinski, he runs into Nick Dowd. Up ahead, Alex Goligoski. Water bottle got rocked. That was near side, top corner, elevator up. That shot from Alex Goligoski. Lethal. Making it 6-5, 10 minutes to go. Walzer back on top. Benton Mass. Puck played to Haula, zone entry. Ryan Paling. Oh, Tufty. Semi-breakaway working against Holl, using his reach. Couldn't quite finish. This is Jake Middleton, makes the pass. Tufty! Tufty from Middleton. We're tied again. We went through that long lull. It was 4-4 for a long time. And then we've had 4 quick ones. Now it's 6-6. Don't blink. Definitely going to miss something. Game is awfully, awfully exciting. We've got 9 minutes to go. This one's going to come down to the wire. It's going to be wild. I'm going to use this opportunity to mention our outstanding crew. Not here tonight, Alex Paul. He's done a great job for us this year. On the replay, Amanda Flint, our director, Ray Flint, and the camera work, Chan Kang, with Bridget LaFontaine. I'm John Conley doing play-by-play. Dowd from his knees. That shot comes in, hits the back glass. Rebound picked up by Walzer to the blue line. Schultz, his shot sent just wide. Looked like he was looking for a rebound or a tip, just kind of a soft shot just wide. Haula taking the pass from Tufte just wide of the mark. This is Dowd, played over to Holl. McKenzie in the neutral zone, and it's stolen. Middleton the other way. Middleton can't get around Schultz. Picks the puck up out of the corner. 8 minutes to go. Going to keep an eye on that clock. Also going to keep an eye on the two benches. It's playoff hockey. And there should be same rules we played during the season, as I recall. There is a hot puck. We'll keep watching for that. 2-minute session where each team's goals would count double. Goligoski plays to McKenzie, looking for a tip down low. Justin Holl spins and shoots, hits the chest protector of Ethan Hayter. Nice save made by him. He was in the right position. That's a nice shot from Goligoski, and a leg pad kicked out like a pinball flipper. Another nice save from Hayter. Snapping it wide is Johnny Brodzinski. A lot of action back and forth. Thriller from Braemar. Other thing I want to mention before we get to the end game here is that on Wednesday night, championship game, everybody's going to want to see that. John Scott Cup, obviously 7 p.m. I think is the start time. 5:30, a treat for you. Johnny Brodzinski, Myers takes the shot, and good play by Alex Goligoski. The defender getting into the shooting lane deflected it up and out of play. So on Wednesday, we've got a game at 5:30. It's a women's game. We had one last year, a lot of fun. And I'll be joined in the booth by Sydney Baldwin. She played professionally last year. Prior to that, University of Minnesota. And prior to that, Minnetonka Skippers. So Sydney has just sent me the rosters, and she's agreed to join. She could play, but I think it was up to her if she wanted to play or not. And fortunately for us, she's going to join me in the booth and really lend a lot of credibility to the presentation. I know nobody knows more about the women in the game than her. What a save made by Stalock. Good scoring chance down low for Bryce Brodzinski. We've got 6 minutes to go. Neither team has flipped the switch on the hot puck. You are in for a treat, as this promises to be a wild and woolly finish. Walzer and Element. Walzer barely makes the playoffs. Element, 7 straight wins after losing their first 2. Doesn't matter right now. Comes down to the 9 skaters and 1 goalie, the 10 men on each team. They're going to decide who moves on to the most prestigious summer hockey trophy game. Nothing bigger than the John Scott Cup in summer hockey. They call it the Super Bowl of summer hockey. Down into the corner, Justin Holl. Played out to Steves. Alex Steves gets into the slot area. Benton Mass tried to poke it away, but unable to get the puck away from Steves. Now Dornbach on the doorstep. Haula. Game slowed down a little. A little play there in the half court. This is Bryce Brodzinski. What a move. Got the shot. Got free to take the shot, and when he did, there was a little deflection away from him. Schultz, right-hand side, Holl. Alex Steves going toward the goal. Schultz. Oh! Jimmy Schultz! You are nasty. That is just a filthy shot. I don't know how he could squeeze that into a tight space. Hayter was in position. Somehow Schultz sends it through. 7-6. 4 minutes, 10 seconds to go. And now Walzer, as improbable as that sounds, Walzer, bottom dwellers for much of the season, are 4 minutes away from playing for the summer championship on Wednesday. Element's not going to go down without a fight. Up ice, bringing it is Derek Forbert. He runs into Justin Holl. Holl plays the bounce, picked up by Nick Dowd. 3 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Justin Holl, right-hand side. There's a shot, huge save. What rebound control as Ethan Hayter sent it all the way out to the red line, and that forces Goligoski to retreat back into his own end. Holl finds the open man, plays it up right-hand side. Picked up by Dowd. Nick Dowd, Goligoski. Into the slot. Dowd trying for the tip. Couldn't quite sneak that past the goaltender Hayter. 3 minutes to go. We can expect the clock to stop late in this one as we've got a close game. Played up ahead. Paling. Zone entry. Tries a pass, can't quite get it through to McKenzie as Chalosky was there. He got a stick on it, and now he's got possession. He works his way up ice, plays a pass up right-hand side. Middleton fans on it, leaves it for Tufte. Comes back to Middleton. He works down to the goal line, and the pass doesn't connect. That means it's a Walser breakout the other way. Paling puts on the brakes. Over for Schultz. He runs into some static. Chalosky poked the puck away. Hot puck is on here for Element. They trail by one. If they score, they will be ahead by one. 2 minutes, 12 seconds to go. Zone entry, Riley Tufte. Oh, the pass doesn't connect, and now it's Dornbach working up against Chalosky. Dornbach manages to get the puck along the wall, now down to the end line. 2 minutes to go in regulation, and now the hot puck is on the other way for Walser. Very little chance of a tie game here. Kester. Dornbach. Dornbach, good puck protection. Plays the puck over to Alex Steves. Ben Myers gets a stick on it. Alex Steves working against Ben Myers. Trying to find some open space. He skates back in toward his own end. Justin Holl. Justin Holl curls, works over in front of his own goal. Makes the pass, and the puck comes back to him. At some point, Element may want to think about pulling the goaltender. They trail by a goal with 1 minute and 15 seconds to go. Steve's over in front of his bench. He plays this to Holl. Walser can run out the clock, just play the possession game if they want. They don't need another goal. This is Nick Dowd. Centering pass for the finish. What a nice save made. Alex Steves denied. Ethan Hayter got over. There's 1 minute to go in regulation. Only 30 seconds remaining in that hot puck for Element. Up ice, Goligoski takes the pass from Nick Dowd. Goligoski's pass does not get through. Goaltender started working his way toward the bench. Hayter gets to the blue line, zone entry. It's going to be 5-on-4 in just a moment. Brodzinski, 15 seconds to go in hot puck. This one gets deflected. Chalosky plays it. Goligoski gets a stick on it. Walser trying to find a way outside the zone. 30 seconds to go. 5-on-4 action. Element. They've been the best team through the regular season. Right now they find themselves in desperation, trying to find a way to get the game's tying goal. There is no hot puck for them. Should they score, it counts single. Conversely, if Walser scores, it counts double, kind of a moot point, as anything right now going into that empty net would end the game. We have 20 seconds to go. Face-off comes to Alex Stalock's right. Into the face-off circle, Erik Haula. He got the game started with the game's first goal. He's going to need one now late if they're going to tie. 12 seconds to go. They work their way up ice. Ben Myers plays it over to Forbert. What a catch off the skate. This is Johnny Brodzinski, and what a nice attempt. But Alex Stalock was there to seal off the post. The shot hit the twine on the outside of the net. And as improbable as this sounded a week ago, Walser moves on to play for the John Scott Cup on Wednesday night. They'll play the winner of Tria in Minnesota coming up next. What a thrilling game. A little less scoring than we typically see in DBL action. This was a little quiet through most. But when it popped open, it went from 4-4 to 6-6 in about a 2-minute span. And the game really opened up before the hallmark of the final 5 minutes was more tight play. We're going to stay on, I hope, because we've got a treat for you right now. This is a special hockey game referee is Ben Hankinson. He is the Octagon agent that a lot of these NHL players work with, a lot of the minor league players. He helps them find contracts, maybe overseas, maybe in the minor leagues. And right now, he's going to officiate this game. This is a special hockey game. I think it's the special hockey program from the Minnesota Wild, and it was a lot of fun last year. We're going to have a lot of fun watching this one, and they're going to be coming out here in just a minute. So Walser moves on. What can we say? Great effort tonight. Alex Stalock, aggressive when he needed to be, had an assist in this game. He's the most entertaining goaltender in DBL action, sporting a 10.5 goals against average. Throw that out the window. They get the win tonight. His save percentage, slightly below 70%. Again, throw that out the window. They get the win tonight. They're moving on. Great showing. The winners were Nick Dowd, Casey Dornbach, Alex Steves, Curtis McKenzie, Ryan Paling, Justin Hall, Mike Kester, Jimmy Schultz, Alex Goligoski. You will see them here Wednesday night as they play for the championship game. I'm going to put these rosters away. I'm going to get ready for the next one, and we'll be right back when they get the players in the gate here. John Conley here for Flo. You're watching Minnesota Special Hockey following DBL action.
We're ready to drop the puck. Who's cheering for Team Green? Who's cheering for Team White? Green and white, let's go! Your official is Ben Hankinson, Commissioner of the League. 35 years officiating experience. Parker Jensen and number 18, Kendall Feed on the face-off.
All right, the puck is dropped and we are off. This is Minnesota Special Hockey. We've got a couple players that have come out to join them. Derek Forbert, Nate Schmidt. That's Alex Stalock. And there's a goal. They go 5-0 on Stalock. We're good. So we've got 1-0 game here. You'll see players of different ages, and you've got